Hi guys, it's Sarah from isweariamstitching, and this is April 27th, 2026, episode 147. Oh, what is going on here? This is a Flosstube bar cross stitch, and I do some other crafts. So we'll dive right into it. Tell you what, monogamous stitching is paying off, you guys. I got another finish. I'm so happy. Actually, I have two finishes, but one I don't have with me. Getting it framed already because Michael's had another 70% off weekend, and with my brain is not working, employee discount, I had to do it. So I finished Blackwork Guy, and I took it to be framed, and oh man, I love that 70% off. Even if I didn't have my discount, it would have been like 150 something. Plus my employee discount got down to like $105. So score. I probably be about 2 weeks before I get that back, so I'll show it next Flosstube. I'm excited and nervous because I didn't want a mat on it, but our framer talked me into a mat, so I'm hoping it turns out okay. The mock-up looked good. Fingers crossed. But I'll start with whips because I have none. I finished a project last night and didn't pick anything up again until this morning, and all I did was pop it in the Q-snap. So I haven't actually worked on it yet, my next project. So we will go with FFOS first. So again, stuff was on sale at Michael's, so I bought 2 of these 5x5 shadow frames, and I put my so pretty. It fits them perfectly. Just perfect. This is, what is this? This Sailor's Delight by Teresa Kogut. It's from the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine, summer issue 2023. It's so cute. I love it so much. I love that whale. I got 2 exact frames of exact shadow boxes because I thought something else I had would fit into it, but I measured it wrong. The other thing I have is not 5x5, it's 5.5 by 5.5, so it didn't fit, but now I have an extra frame for when I get a smaller project. It's so cute. And then the most exciting FFO is this Hummingbird I finished 6 years ago. This is Blackwork Hummingbird by Valentina Sardu from the World of Cross Stitching issue 231. I did it, I have no idea what the fabric is. I know I used DMC, but I started it on October 10th, 2019, and I finished it November 2nd, 2019, and I got it framed because of the 70% weekend discount they had a couple weeks ago. My framer at work talked me into a mat, and I wanted the mat, but he was like, we should really put a little color there to break up all the white. And I was like, all right. So we found this green, and I thought it matched pretty well, and I didn't know what kind of frame I wanted. I had it in a crappy silver frame for a while on my walls. I never cut it. I just kind of shoved it in there because I wanted to see it. So when I went in there, I was like, I know I want a silver frame. This is not the silver frame I wanted. But without even seeing the project, my framer said, I always liked this frame. And then we pulled it out. I was like, oh my gosh, are you psychic? Because look. I can't tell this. Like, look at the design. Like, they match the background. There's like that same patterning. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, let's do that. So then when I brought the actual piece in and we, held the frame next to it, I was like, yes, let's do this frame. So there she is. Isn't she beautiful? God, I love her so much. Oh, I love her so much. Oh, I love this frame. Is so pretty. I love this frame too. I'm so happy I listened to him. That's why when he suggested a mat for the next one for Blackwork Guy, I was like, you know what, you did me good on the last one, and you're a professional, and I'm not. So it hangs above my desk over here in all its beauty. So I took the cheap silver frame it was in before, and I popped Dead Sea Mermaid in it for right now. I didn't cut her or anything. I just kind of plopped her in because I'm not sure if that's what she'll stay in forever or not. But yeah, so two FFOs. Super excited about that. I have to mark off what I talk about. So you just have to give me 1 second. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. All right, now finished objects. Some of this is cross stitch. Some of this is not cross stitch. So for Valentine's Day, no, Easter, I had seen a cute little Easter basket at work, and I sent a picture of it to my husband and my kids, and I was like, how come moms don't get Easter baskets? And my kid was like, buy it and fill it up. And I was like, well, I don't want to fill up my own Easter basket. That's not fun. Well, I can buy myself stuff all the time. I can do it, whatever. I'm an adult. So then I didn't think about it. And then on Easter, my husband surprised me with that Easter basket, only a different color because they didn't have purple. It's fine, it's still cute. And it had some candies in it, and a cute, cheesy little ducky thing, and a cute, cheesy little doggy thing. And then one little crafty kit he got from the dollar store. But it still was fun and cute, and I'd never done it before. It was a chenille stem craft kit of a lily, because I know they love lilies, and purple, because purple's my favorite color. And I thought that was very sweet of him. And it was super easy and surprisingly more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Isn't that cute? I mean, my stamina up here are kind of a little bulgy, but, you know, whatever. Cute, soft. It was very sweet of him. I haven't had an Easter basket, and I can't even tell you how many years. And now I have a cute Easter basket to fill up with Easter decorations for the next few Easters to come. It goes over here. I'm going to put it back where it belongs. I keep it right there so I can see it. I like to have the little bud part sticking out. So there you go. Super fun, super easy, super cute. I love doing trying new crafts. And then I got this at work because I was like, again, I was like, oh, this is new. We've never had this before. And when it went on sale, I was like, oh, I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a try. Oh, some are already popping off. I should stop fucking with it. I should, oh, yep, just shove those into there. Oh, some more fell out. I don't think I used the adequate amount of glue, but oh well. This is a mushroom bead art kit. Again, I got from Michael's. I worked there. It was on sale, plus my discount. It's shiny. It's pretty. It's cute. It was fun. It was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I mean, not so much fun that I'm going to run out and do a bunch more. I'm like, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I made a hell of a bead mess. But, you know, it wasn't so fun that, like, I want to do more. And the ones we have at work are like, oh, this is really the only one I liked. But it was definitely a fun thing to try. And there's something oddly satisfying about putting these little black styrofoamy things down. They have a sticky side, and they stick onto the outline on the board. And then you fill in the beads, pour glue, like the special like watered down glue, and then it dries after like 24 hours, and then you fill in the spots, put more of that glue down. Like I said, super easy. And oh, some of the beads are coming off. I just have it propped up on my crafty / board game cabinet. So yeah, it's just a fun little decoration. I don't know if I'll keep it forever or not. Maybe, you know, I'll store it away once I bring it out maybe for the spring. I mean, obviously it's gonna stay out now because it's spring. But like, I'll store it away with my spring decorations, and if I get tired of looking at it, I'll just throw it away. Or if too many beads fall off, I'll just throw it away. And say it didn't cost a lot of money. It was a fun thing to try, fun thing to do. If I see another super cute one that gets my attention at work someday, maybe I'll buy it. I like how textured it is. Can you see how like textured it is? That's why beads keep falling off though, because I keep rubbing it. Because I'm a tactile person, and I'm like, oh, bumpy. But yeah, so that was fun. Let's see, what's next on my list? And then, because I enjoyed my little paint by number of the Christmas one. When this went on sale, I picked it up. Another paint by number kit from Michaels. Far away, it's super pretty. Up close, I'm like, oh my god. I suck at painting. But luckily, I'm never this close to it because it hangs on my wall. Another spring decoration, I think. So when spring comes down, or spring's over, it'll come down. Isn't that pretty? Just from a distance. Don't like this flower color because it blends in a lot with the wood, but no well. And I haven't seen any more that I like at work, so I would probably buy more paint by number, especially on the wood. I like the wood. But there's none that are, you know, like we have big kits and some of them look really pretty, but I don't think I have the patience for a big kit paint by number. I think something this size or maybe a little bit bigger if it was rectangle, but nothing big. I don't think I have the patience for big ass paint by numbers. And then, okay, I have two more things. One's cross stitch, one's sewing. I'll show you the cross stitch because it's laying on top of the sewing. I finished my fairy wing. Oh no, fairy ring by, oh no, I forgot who the designer of fairy ring was. Let me see if I have it in here. Maybe this one. Okay, Bothy threads. Oh my gosh, I knew that. Bothy threads. It was a kit, 14 count speckled Ada, cotton thread. Finished it last night. Adorable. So cute. Like, I sound angry about it. It's so cute. I love speckled Ada. I mean, I really do. I should get some more for my stash. Because it's interesting without being distracting. Oh, they're so cute. I don't even like mice, you guys, but they're so cute with those mushrooms, those really pretty reds. So pretty. So happy with this. I think I may have a frame I can pop it into, actually, because I got a couple frames in the clearance section of Michaels over the course of the past few months. I think I might be able to get into a frame. I'll see you tonight. I had to steam clean my carpet today. It's my day off, and this carpet needs steam cleaned. And then, this will lead to life as well. But I'll talk about the rest of life later. My kid's adopting a cat. My kid has adopted a cat. My kid is bringing a cat home from college. For his birthday, I went down there, belated, because he was in Colorado for his birthday. And he wanted to go to Cat Cafe. And I said, sure, let's do that. Let's go to the Cat Cafe. We've been there before. And he absolutely fell in love with this little kitty. I mean, look at that. Look at him looking at this kitty. Look at him looking at that kitty. Look at that kitty. And so I said jokingly, you know, they say they do same day adoptions. And he went, oh, I can't adopt a cat. I'm still in school. And you don't want a cat in the house. I was like, no, I'm just saying. So then, like 2 or 3 days later, I get a text saying, how bad of an idea would it be to adopt that kitty? I was like, your cat, you have the money to adopt it. You're coming home. You take care of the cat. I said, I don't mind having a cat. Honestly, now that I've had a cat, I don't care, whatever. So he started the process and they gave him the cat. He doesn't actually get it because they know he's a student and they know that that school does not allow pets unless they're circus pets. So they are holding the kitty until he moves back home, which is going to be Wednesday. So he has visited the cat twice more since. And yeah, so he's bringing a cat home with him on Wednesday. She's super cute, so I'm looking forward to it. But I needed to practice. This also lays into haul. I needed to. Oh, I'll just show it. I got this piping to put on to make my fawn pillow. Piping. It's thinner than I wanted it to be. I guess I didn't pay attention to that. Or smaller than I wanted it to be, but you know what? Who cares? It'll work. It's just a pillow. So I was like, well, you know, I need to practice. What am I going to make I was just going to make this tiny little pillow of like just scrap fabric to practice it with. And then when he said he was getting a kitty, I was like, you know what? I'll make the kitty a cat bed and I will practice and I'll put the piping on it. So I made a cat bed. It's kind of narrow, but it's okay. Maybe the kitty can stretch out on it. But there's my piping. So, you know, not a bad job for the first time. And I obviously wasn't super the cat bed, so I didn't care about like when I use it on my fawn pillow, I'll use matching thread. I'll use green thread. I won't use just the gray that was in my machine. But yeah, so I've been using it for myself. I was like, if the key doesn't like it, it's a good foot. It's a good foot pillow. I've been using it on the couch for my feet. Right there's wonky because that's where I had to hand stitch it down, and whew, that was not fun. I did not enjoy that part. So I will do better on my fawn pillow. This part is wonky, so it just doesn't point out. This part will point out. It's going to be the couch cat pillow. Or cat bed. So, gray pillow for a gray kitty. And there's my piping, which I thought, you know, it was easier to do than I thought it was going to be. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to making my fawn pillow. I just need to buy batting because I used all the batting I had, not batting, fiberfill to make the cat pillow, and it turns out this was definitely not enough to make my fawn pillow anyways, though I did really shove a lot up. I tried to make this part pretty floofy. It's kind of matted down on one side from my feet, and I tried to make this side pretty firm, so this is where my feet have laid, you can tell, because there's a lump, but whatever. The cat's not gonna be like, oh, you call this a cat bed? So, like I said, it doesn't use it. It's my new foot pillow. So, those are all my projects. And again, yay for monogamous stitching because I finished another project. So that's exciting. So now I picked out my next project to work on monogamously. And that's going to be my At the Met. I just put her in the Q-snap. I should have not done that before I showed you how far she was. I've got this done. This done, this done, this done, up to here, and all of her dress. So I have this to stitch, and her head and arms. And then I can start the beading. I'm not sure if I'll just stitch her monogamously and then move on to something else, or we'll see how I feel if I will stitch her up, finish her, and then start the beading right away to get her finished. We'll see. But that's my next monogamous stitch. And like, I'll just show you in the Q-snap, but you can't see anything because I'm literally, that's the top. But the fabric is 32 count Crimson Peak by Jody of the Steel City Stitchers. I have no idea if she's still dying or not. I don't know what those girls are up to. So that's what I'll be stitching on tonight while I watch the Stanley Cup. Let's see, so I did that. Told you my plans. Haul. Piping. That's a lot of piping. This will last me for a while, like, because the fawn pillow shouldn't really be much larger than the cat bed. Now I think about it, maybe a little taller, like just a little bit. But so yeah, I'm gonna have to like find other things to pipe because that's a lot of piping. And then, oh, sorry for the reach. We put out our summer stuff at work, and I had obviously my discount, and I had a voucher, so I went ahead and bought myself another diamond art, even though I haven't worked on one in a while, because the colors are super pretty. Look at that pretty turtle. Very pretty turtle. And what else did I buy? Oh, and then, I don't have it on me, but it went on clearance at work. So I bought the kitty a little plaid pastel bow tie as a welcome gift. Plus some kitty treats, like a little welcome basket. Because the cat's gonna know that I made it a welcome basket. That's it. That's all I have to show you crafty-wise. Boy, when it was piled up, it looked like a lot, but I like showing you, I'm like, that's not very much, and I went through it really quickly. Yeah, that's it. So now we'll get on to life, which I feel like is a lot. So, kitty adoption, talked about that. Part of the reason I was okay with the kitty adoption is because my kid is coming home from college, and then he would be here all summer. But his next year of school is literally, he dreaded it so much, the foreign language credits he needs. He needs 4 of them, and he put it off so much that he literally, that's all he needs to graduate. If he had taken those throughout the year, he'd be graduating this summer. But he's only been in school 3 years, so like that would have been early. So, you know, I didn't think about it. I just didn't realize that all he had left was language. So next year, for 4 semesters, whatever, his summer, spring, fall, and summer again, he's taking 1 class, and it's language, and those classes are all online. So he's like, why am I going to bother going back to Wright State, paying, and then staying in an apartment just to take a class online? So he's going to stay home, do his classes online. So he'll be here for at least a year before he moves to Colorado to do graduate school. So I was like, well, you're going to be here. You can take care of the cat. And then after a year, you'll take the cat away. And he got a job as a technical writer at some big company near us. I live near Wheeling, West Virginia. I'm in Ohio, but I live near Wheeling, West Virginia, about half hour away. And the job is remote, which is perfect. He can watch the cat. He only has to go into the office 2 times a month, I think. So that's awesome. It's his first big boy job, because he's gonna make like $18 an hour. Oh, I'm like, man, that's so much more than me. But it's like, great, you can pay the cat vet bills and pay for your cat, and then store away some money in his savings for his move to Colorado. So I was like, this is perfect. This is the perfect time to get a cat, because you will be home to take care of the cat all the time, because it's definitely an inside cat. And then you'll take the cat when you move away. So I was all for it. So that's exciting. I get to have my kid home for like a solid year before I lose him. What else? Our 25th anniversary trip is booked. It is paid for. The flights are paid for. The hotels are paid for. We are going on a cruise from Reykjavik to Southampton. So for our 12th anniversary. So that's exciting. Hopefully Trump doesn't destroy the world and or get us into any more major fights that interrupt those plans. That sounds selfish and rude. Like, ugh, I hope war doesn't interrupt my plans. I don't want us being in any of the situations we're in. Sorry. I'm going to get real political for a second. Fuck Trump. I hate that guy. End political stuff. I'm just saying. This is the first time we've done a trip where I've pretty much had everything, added the cancellation refund or whatever on everything. Because God knows what that mofo is going to get us into. Tangent over. Stanley Cups are happening. My Pens got in. I don't expect them to go far. I hope they beat the Flyers. Fuck the Flyers. If you are a hockey fan, you know the rivalry, and they are awful. I don't expect the Penguins to beat them, though. But I'd like them to. Okay. And I got a new tattoo. This is from artwork from, let me find out. Got it off Etsy. I had bought something from her in the past, apparently like years ago. And then when I saw this, when I was just going through Etsy, I've been wanting a mermaid tattoo for a while, and I could never find the right one. And then as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, that's it. So I texted her right away. I said, hey, can I get your tattoo, your picture tattooed on me? And she's like, oh my God, thanks for asking. And yes, I'd be honored. So I did. And it is illustrated ink art on Etsy. This is her La Serena. There she is. I got her just a couple days ago, so she's now starting to scab up. Which, if you get real close, you can see she's starting to get scabby. Oh yeah, she is getting scabby. She's a scabby girl. Oh, but look how pretty she is. It's real hard to bend your arm. Look how pretty she is. Oh. And then like literally the day after I got this, I went to like message her on Etsy to tell her, you know, how much I loved it and blah, 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 and thanks for making the picture. And she has another mermaid. I'm like, oh man. I'm just gonna show you again because she's so pretty. Look at her little face. Oh, look at her little face. Oh, I love her. She has another mermaid, and I'm like, well, now I gotta get that mermaid eventually. I don't have the money for it now. But one day, they're so pretty. I want that one too. Oh, I'm gonna end up just having an arm of her art. But so yep, there's my tattoo. I tell you, I love getting tattooed. It is like a massage. Like I was falling asleep. The only thing that hurt was my arm was like this the entire time. It took 2 hours to do. And then so when I lifted my arm up and bent my elbow, I had the worst shooting pain in my elbow. Oh my gosh. Like I didn't make a sound during this tattoo. Like I said, as soon as it started, I think I smiled and went, oh, like let out like a tension sigh or something. It was like, just tattoos to me feel so good. When my kids were real little, I would take off my shirt, lay on the ground, give them pens, and be like, just draw on mommy. And they were not gentle. Like, I just love tattoos. I love getting them. They're so therapeutic. But bending my elbow, I went, oh, my elbow, like super loud. And one of the tattoo artists laughed. She goes, I bet he didn't let you move your arm the entire time. I was like, nope, I didn't even think to ask if I could just stretch for a second. Because it felt so good. And I was just like, I was zoning out, man. Oh, so there she is. She's so pretty. I love her so much. Oh, I love her so much. And now on to the medical stuff. So, I'm finally seeing a hematologist Wednesday or Thursday. Whatever day the 30th is. And then I'm seeing a gyno on the 7th. Hopefully we'll figure out some way to stop, to get my hemoglobin has gone up with the iron pills, but it's still very low, but it has gone up. So that's good. So I'm going to see a hematologist, and then I'm going to see the gyno and see about having an ablation done to stop the periods that are may not be the full culprit to my anemia, but definitely plays a huge part. And then last Saturday, I had what's called a thunderclap headache. And I think I have a pretty good tolerance for pain. This was literally the worst pain I've ever felt in my life in my head. It like started here, shot here, went here. They last for about 5 minutes. I was writhing in pain. It hurt so bad I was digging my palms into my eyes. I just wanted to pop my eyes out of my head. And then we had been in bed. So my husband was like staggering around trying to put clothes on. I was like, well, we get to the hospital. Can you sit up? And finally I sat up and it started going away. And I told him, I was like, wow, that was weird. And like the next day I just was like, what was that? So I looked up and basically it sounded like a thunderclap headache. So I mentioned it to my doctor because I had an appointment with her like 2 days later. And she's like, it probably has something to do with your anemia. Could have something to do with the blood transfusion. It's rare, but has been known to occur in people who have blood transfusions. She said, but just in case, because like I have a family history of strokes and things up in the brain, she said, I want you to have a CAT scan, a CT scan. So I have that scheduled for tomorrow, which I'm very glad about because since last Saturday, I've had 2 more. So in a week and a half, roughly, I've had 3 of them. The second one wasn't like half as bad. The third one I had yesterday, or the day before yesterday. All my days blur together. It was almost as bad as the first one, but we knew what it was, so it wasn't as scary, but still a little scary. So she wants me to have a CT scan to make sure everything's okay up in there. And then hopefully it is just anemia and transfusion related, because then it'll just kind of go away on its own, I think. So, that's my medical update. I turned 45, my body said I'm done. And I said, bitch, we were supposed to be done at 60. We still got 15 years to go before you can call it quits. All right? Get your crap together. So, I can't think of anything else medical or life to tell you. My brain, my blood. Work is going well. It's Michael's, nothing new. Have you seen the Jonathan Adler collection? Gah! I did an overnighter to put that crap out for the big reveal on the next day. That shit is ugly. Oh my god. Out of like, I don't even know how many pieces. There's much more than this, but let's just say it was 100 pieces. I like maybe 2. There's just so much ugly stuff. So much ugly stuff. And if you look at the crafty stuff, also most of that's ugly. But his crochet kits are very deceiving. They have super cute pictures on the crochet kit box. But if you go online and see anyone who's A, done it, or B, just look at the online advertisement for the kits, they look nothing like those pictures. Those pictures on the kits make me want to learn to crochet because they were so cute. The pictures online and the people have done, I'm like, yeah, it's so, it should not be able to sell them that way. That, to me, that's false advertising. But whatever, I'm not a big wig. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. At least I didn't cut off suddenly because I ran out of space. My husband cleaned out the iPad. So now I should have plenty of space to babble on. There wasn't anything I wanted to buy or do. I haven't bought anything cross-stitch in a while because I'm gonna get real with you. I'm afraid I'm gonna die. I'm afraid I'm gonna have like an aneurysm or a stroke or something. And even before that, like when I had to go to the hospital and be admitted for the emergency blood transfusion because of my hemoglobin being so low, I got the feeling that I should finish stuff I have, not work on anything new, or like, well, fast stuff like this. This is new, but this isn't a long-term cross-stitch project. This was a couple days. This was 2 days. Excuse me, I drank and now I got like bubbles, air bubbles. But I was like, I feel like I need to finish some of the bazillion cross stitches I have. And then I have all this sewing stuff I want to do, and at least 2 quilts to finish. I haven't done anything sewing wise other than the pillow because I've been so focused on the cross stitch because I'm trying to really whittle that down because I'm like, well, if I die, my bonus child gets all my crafty stuff because he's the only crafty kid I have. And I don't want to leave him with a bunch of half-finished projects that he might feel bad throwing away. Because some of the stuff I don't think he'd finish. So, I've been, it really turned me into a monogamous stitcher. Do I think I'm going to die? Eventually, everyone does. No, not really. I think I'll be okay. But I'm also scared I'm going to die. So, I want to get the stuff done. And that was a real downer of an ending, wasn't it? I do apologize. What's next month? Next month is May. Let's see what's going on in May. Not much. Oh, Mother's Day. Bonus child's college graduation. That'll be fun. I think that's it. May's not a very big month. I think that's it. Yeah. So I'm not going to be starting anything new for a while. Oh, I've got, for things that are close to finish, I believe At the Met was the last closest thing I have to a finish. So then I get to just go through my stash and see what I want to work on. I may go through again and put in order stuff that's not necessarily close to finish because it's all stuff that was closest to a finish. But like organize it by like, this has 20 stitches out of 3 billion thousand stitches. Like my Hade. Like that's going to be on the bottom of the list because that's got so many stitches. And then go up, make a pile of what has the most stitches closest to completion. Does that make sense? You know, basically whittle down my whips by what has the most work done on it. There we go. That's a better way of saying it. Do you like my cat earrings? I got those at the Cat Cafe. Aren't they cute? Sorry. So that's my plans. But that's going to be a little bit because I have to finish At the Met. And then I had one more project. Which I can't remember. I think it might be a stocking. I think it might be my stocking. I have my work on now close to finished projects over there, not with my normal stash of cross stitch projects, which are in a drawer down here. So that's why I keep looking over there. I hate my neighbors. But there, yeah, so I've got 2 more At the Met and stocking. And then I'll feel so good when that's done because that's like 4 or 5 projects, 5 or 6 projects I'll have knocked out of my stash. And then once I whittle it down to, I'd like to get it down to like 5 current whips. Then maybe, I'm not counting the head. That one's too large to count for a whip. That's going to take me forever to do. maybe I might start something new. We'll see how I feel. Okay. I'm seriously going to go now. I'm sorry I rambled on and got real depressing there. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for putting up with my absences and my babbling and my lack of real cross-stitch projects. My lack of Flosstube cross-stitch stuff to show you because I'm being monogamous. I apologize for being a boring crafter right now. But maybe things will pick up. We'll see. I hope not. I want to be monogamous. All right. I've never, years of doing this, and I cannot say goodbye. Goodbye.